Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship.
When this legendary title sequence with its groundbreaking special effects was first broadcast in 1967, nobody had a clue Star Trek would transform TV and popular culture forever.
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
It not only turned Spock, Sulu, Captain Kirk and Uhura into the galaxy's greatest superstars, but over the next 4 decades grew into a global phenomenon.
Every single episode discusses some kind of a significant issue of the 60s.
Attracting legions of the most fanatical followers and even inventing a brand new language. But Star Trek is not just the greatest sci-fi series in history. For Trekkies around the world, it's a way of life, and they're loving it. My mission is to bring back Star Trek, the original series.
Paris, do you have Leonard Nimoy's email? Can we beam my plums in, please? Chekov!
Mr. Spock has just made me this coffee. It's not going to be easy. I've got just 10 days to reunite them all and recreate my favourite ever scene.
Sniff it, Gorn! Sniff it!
I'm trying to boldly go where no fan has gone before. All I've got so far is Klingons on my starboard bow. Oh, Captain Kirk. I've flown halfway across the planet to Los Angeles to set up my mission control for this challenge of Uranus-sized proportions.
This is quite simply the biggest TV show ever.
I'm already feeling the pressure big time because my targets are all true television legends.
Historical significance, this lady. Plus the fact she's gorgeous. Ah!
Reuniting them will be tricky because the Enterprise crew famously did not get on.
Infighting? Was there infighting? It was a shitstorm in space!
Particularly Mr. Sulu and the captain with the dodgy barnet.
Take one good hard look at that hairline and you tell me that that hair's not real. I'm a man who knows hair, and that hair is hair. It may be from a horse, but it's hair.
I need to get cracking if I'm going to discover what went on behind the scenes and how in just 3 series Star Trek changed the world.
We're going intergalactic. Let's take it to warp factor 4. Let's fly.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5.
In the late 60s, the human race was on the verge of visiting new planets for the very first time.
Running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
With Apollo 11, the dream of interplanetary space travel has finally become a reality.
While the world was gripped with space fever, film and TV's cosmic journeys were still light years behind. None of them could capture the sense of wonder and excitement about the final frontier. But then along came Star Trek, the ultimate intergalactic adventure.
Do anything you think necessary to protect the ship.
With the foxiest crew in the cosmos, futuristic gadgets, and hardcore man versus alien combat. Go on, have him! Don't touch his hair, though! Getting to the big 2 is going to be tough, so I've got a team of stalkers tracking Captain Kirk, aka William Shatner, across Hollywood, and have a man undercover outside his private office. You get a whiff of Shat. Okay? The minute you think you smell Shat, call me. An even more crucial target is Spock.
This is the man that's integral. This is the man for me that will bring all of this together.
The pointy-eared Vulcan is notoriously elusive, and the only thing I've dug up on him so far is this howler.
Why would he do that?
With Spock still a work in progress, it's time now to focus on all the stories of behind-the-scenes bust-ups.
Right from the very beginning, there was aggro between this man and this man. Now, why didn't these two get on? I want to know from him. Let's go and find Mr. Sulu.
We know George is getting married in a couple of days, and he's so busy making final arrangements, he's impossible to tie down. But an insider has told us when he's due to visit his wedding venue, and I've come up with a ruse for the best way to get myself in and snare the Sulu.
How many do you want to do? Maybe, is that half a dozen, maybe? Is that good? I love this shit.
Having piped my cream all over George's face, it's time to deliver my tasty treats.
Right, we are outside the Japanese-American Museum. George Takei, aka Mr. Sulu from Star Trek, is somewhere inside this building. I've put George Takei, I've put his face on a cake. How can I possibly go wrong? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea where I am. Where's George Takei? Takei? Are you sure it's Takei? I would say Takei. I'm looking for Mr. Takei.
You know, we do not allow anybody in this area without permission from the public relations.
Yeah. A flash of my buns helps me get past security.
Okay, but I'll
Yeah.
you may pass that.
Thank you so much. Brilliant. Thank you.
All I need now is to get to the main man and butter him up with my package.
So just go in, isn't it? Shit. George Takei. Mr. Takei. I'm so sorry to interrupt. I'm really sorry to interrupt. My name is Justin E. Collins. I'm from Channel 4 in England. I'm making a show...
I can tell by your accent, yes.
Yes. I'm making a show called Bring Back Star Trek.
Bring Back Star Trek?
Yes.
A show called that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm associated with Star Trek, but no, I'm not familiar with your show.
Well, it's a new show. No one's ever done this before.
Oh, I see.
I would like, if possible, to sit and have a talk with you about your part in Star Trek.
Oh, well, we have a meeting going here.
I've made cakes. Every meeting should have a good bun.
Oh, look at that.
Look, George, I've put your face on a bun. Would you like
you bring
drink?
your own food.
Would you like to try one?
Well, I'd love it, yes.
They're delicious.
Shall I bite into my chin?
Please, please. Is this against health and safety? Are these all right to eat, these cakes?
Mm.
Is that good?
Delicious.
Would you sign my captain's log to agree to take part in the show?
I'd like to read what I'm signing.
It's a brown log. That's all it is.
You just want my autograph on
Yes,
it?
please.
Oh, I'll be happy to.
This seals the deal. George Takei, everybody. I love you.
Oh, my.
Thank you.
You have a fuzzy kiss.
It's soft though, isn't it?
Coming up,
You'll get no help from me.
George won't help me pull off William Shatner,
You're not going to help me find him.
so I try to penetrate Captain Kirk's ring of steel all on my own.
They want some meat. They want some man meat, and they're ready for me.
I've flown over 5,000 miles to LA to bring back the greatest sci-fi series ever. I've used my creamy buns to nail Mr. Sulu. Now I want to pump him for information about the turbulence on board the Starship Enterprise.
George Takei, everybody, a.k.a. Mr. Sulu from Star Trek.
When Series 1 of Star Trek began, there wasn't just turmoil in space.
The year 1967 was a year of violence, of war, of riots, of disaster.
Conflict raged in Vietnam. The Berlin Wall was tearing East and Western Europe apart. And America and Russia were on the verge of all-out nuclear war. Star Trek's creator, Gene Roddenberry, wanted to show an optimistic future of peace and unity and broke new boundaries by casting a multicultural crew, working together for a common cause, including Sulu, one of the first positive representations of an Asian man on TV.
I recognized right away it was a breakthrough role for me because, you know, most Asian or Asian American roles at that time were rather stereotypical and one-dimensional, and usually with an accent.
Is this another one of your connections? No connection. Maybe long time ago friend.
Here was a character who was a part of the leadership team, carrying his weight, contributing to the success of the whole Enterprise.
Mr. Sulu, lock in phaser tracking controls.
Phasers locked in, sir.
No